Good morning, everyone. It's the morning of May 22nd. We have a pretty decent install to do today for a friend of mine. It's kind of an unintentional Japanese garden. It's just the way the design came out and the plants they wanted. I have some Hakonocloa macra here, some epimedium right here. I really like these, the Fire Island Hosta, nice chartreuse leaf, but when you look at the stems, nice and red. Some Helleborus. We're going to mix in some color flash astilbe where the foliage on this, as you can see, changes color throughout the season. Some nice reds and maroons and bronzes. Also going to use Perennial, which has a very nice red flower to it. As you can see, it's already starting to flower. Also has a shade area, or excuse me, sun. I'm just going to do a quick combo of Calamintha, Salvia Wisui, and a few Saslaria. When we get out there, we'll start recording again. I'll see you then. And here we are at our location. We're in Racine, Wisconsin. This is our first area up front we're going to be planting. You can see it's underneath a big, beautiful maple tree. This will kind of be a part shade thing that we're going to do. We'll go around back in a minute and then we'll see what we're working with back there. So here we are in back. You can see we're working around their fire pit. You'd think this area would be pretty dry. The last time we were out here to put this landscape stripping in, the owner told me there is a creek that runs underneath that used to be here. Farmer told him about it. So this area stays pretty wet, moist, which will be good for some of the plants we're using. Everything else will be fairly tolerant of all the conditions. We'll see at the next stop. Here we are in the well area that we're going to plant today. Needs a little cleanup, but we'll figure it out. Only thing I think we're going to save are these daffodils right here, and we'll probably work around the irises. We'll see when we get everything laid out. And we're back. We have everything laid out underneath the maple tree here. You can see everything is where it needs to be. The epimedium and the Hakonocloa kind of keeping that line. They had some hostas to split, so we're going to use those in here as well. Let's move around to the back. It's a little wet back here. Had a lot of rain lately. We'll take a look at the fire pit area. And here we are at the fire pit area. Kind of using the same principle to tie the front to the back together with the epimedium and the Hakonocloa. We dug out a trench and used the black mulch they had here for a path. Perennial here, color flash, Perennial, Carex Montana. We're going to use kind of as a little bit of a ground cover. We'll spread it out a little bit more, widen that. Helleborus. You can see everything just kind of moves and flows. Keeping that line with the epimedium and the Hakonocloa and using pockets of Helleborus and hostas to provide some interest. We'll go over by the well and I'll show you what we did there. Here we are at their well area. I really like the irises that were here. It looks like they have some daylilies, so what we're going to do is just work around that with the Calamintha right here, the Wisui and the Saslaria. We'll come over here and we had an open spot. I'll go grab another Saslaria. We have a Calamintha and a Wisui. We'll redistribute these daffodil bulbs when we go for planting time. I'm gonna head out and grab some lunch and get some fresh eyes and make sure I still like everything, and I'll see you after we plant this. Here we are on the final walkthrough of this. Everything is planted. Really happy with how this turned out. I had to run out and pick up the red twig dogwoods, which are right here. I kind of cut back the Helleborus and took them out front and put them back here. They didn't really match everything. Everything looks really good. I'm excited to see where this goes and grows into in like 2 to 3 years. The Hakonocloa, I was feeling a little spicy today, so I mixed in some Hakonocloa all gold just to kind of match the Fire Island Hosta. Epimedium looks really good. I think they're going to be really happy with this when it grows in. Hakonocloa. My little spicy heart again today, another all gold, just to kind of tie everything to these fire islands, which, look at that. It's It's beautiful. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is there anything you would have added, taken away? I know this is not as close as I want to plant, which is usually on 1 foot on center. This is about 18 inches on center. And this will help keep everything a little bit cleaner over time. And here's underneath that maple tree. It was an 8-hour day today, so it was just me. Flew solo today. I took the Helleborus out of here, replaced him with Autumn Brilliance fern, some Japanese painted ferns. I think that'll look a little bit better up here, but in back of the Hakona Cloa and the Astilbes. Just kind of repeated some of the things and made it a little different by putting the ferns in here. Not too spicy, no all gold up here, but spicy with the Autumn Brilliance. Foliage comes up orange and then just turns kind of a nice chartreuse to lime green as it matures. Yeah, looks nice. Move some of their hostas up here as well. So they're going to put mulch in these areas for the first year. It'll be good. Should take off in a year or two.